Riva here. I hope you're doing well and I hope you're ready to move. Welcome to Balance and Core. We are going to be taking things up just a notch today, so if you haven't done any of the previous Balance and Core recordings, I do recommend going back and doing those at least a few times before you jump into this one. If you want to just jump in, that's totally cool. Just work with wherever you're at, and let's go ahead and get started. So we'll start with a basic warm-up. We're going to warm up the legs a little bit and just get the blood flowing. We're going to be starting with an alternating quad stretch. So from here, you're just going to grab a hold of your ankle, shin, or pant leg. Nice gentle pull for 1 to 2 seconds, and then we'll release and switch sides. So as you're doing this, we're warming up the legs, but we're also starting to test out our balance today. So just kind of noticing where you're at. Try to keep your bent knee pointed down towards the floor. And if you're feeling really unstable, you can throw up the opposite arm for a little bit more stability. And you might find you're a little off today, or maybe you're really on today. Balance is a funny thing. It changes depending on our mood and our time of day and our energy level. So just being okay with wherever you're at. If you're feeling super unwobbly still, like apparently I am, you can always come to a wall or to a shelf and just lean on it for a little bit of support. Good, when you're even, you can just shake the legs out a little bit, and we'll go into our hip opener. So we're gonna shift the weight onto your right foot. I'm gonna mirror you. Left knee is gonna come up. From here, you're gonna draw 3 circles in reverse. And if you need to tap your toe down in between each one, just to kind of recalibrate, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, try to keep that foot off the floor the whole time. After you've done 3 in reverse, you're gonna do 3 forward. Good, and then after you 3, you can just release and shake it out a little bit. And we'll switch sides. So now shifting your weight onto your left foot, right knee is gonna come up. I'm mirroring you again. We'll do 3 circles in reverse. Good, and then 3 forward. Awesome, when you're even, you can just lower that down, shake it out, and we'll do 1 more round on each side. So coming to your right foot, left knee's gonna come up, 3 circles in reverse. Good, and then 3 forward. Good, after you've done your 3, you can gently release. Shake it out. Last time on that second side, right knee comes up. We'll do 3 in reverse and 3 forward. Awesome, when you're even, you can lower your foot down and just shake it out a little bit. We're gonna go into our releves next. So feet hip width apart. We'll do toes pointed forward to start. On an exhale, you're gonna lift, coming to the balls of your feet. Inhale to extend the arms up. We'll hold for 3 counts here, and then we'll slowly reverse and lower down. So lowering the arms and lowering the heels. Good, again, so exhale to lift, inhale to reach, holding for 3 counts. Lower the arms, lower the heels. Good, again, lifting to the balls of the feet, reaching the arms high, holding here. Good, and then we'll lower the arms and lower the heels. Beautiful, we're gonna turn the toes out this time. So this might be a little bit more challenging. Heels together, toes pointed out. Same thing, you're gonna exhale, lift. Good, inhale, raise. Holding here. Beautiful, lower the arms and lower the heels. And again, lift and reach. Holding here, noticing where you're feeling a little unstable, where you feel wobbly. Lower the arms, lower the heels. 1 last time. Lift, reach, holding here. Awesome, and then we'll lower the arms and lower the heels. Whew, waking up the calves a little bit too. You can shake that out. We have 1 more variation that we'll do, so turning the toes in. Same thing. You're gonna lift, good, raise, holding here. This one's a little tricky. Good, and then go ahead and lower the arms, lower the heels. 2 more times, lift, good, reach, holding here, lower the arms, Lower the heels, almost lost it there. One last time, lift and raise. Good, lower the arms and lower the heels. Whew, you can shake that out a little bit and meet me at the back of your mat. From here, we're just gonna get the blood flowing a little bit more. We're gonna go into a roll down. So inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale, hands down. Chin to chest, pull the belly button in. We're gonna roll all the way down, bone by bone, leading with the head and the shoulders. Good, when you reach the ground, go ahead and walk out, coming to a plank position. Tucking the tailbone, pulling your belly button in, crown of the head reaching long, holding for 3, 2, and 1. Good, when you're ready, you can just walk your hands back, bend the knees, spinal roll to stand. Good, 2 more, inhale to reach, arms down, exhale, roll it down bone by bone, leading with the head and the shoulders. Beautiful, plant the hands, walk it out. Find your plank, holding for a few counts here. Starting to wake up the core a bit, and getting a little bit of heat. Awesome, when you're ready, you can walk the hands back. Bend the knees, spinal roll to stand. Awesome, 1 more. Inhale to reach, exhale, arms lower, roll it down. Beautiful, plant the hands, walk it out, find your plank, and holding here. A little bit longer this time. Again, waking up the core, inviting in that shake, finding your strength. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. Good, from here, you're just gonna lower the knees down, big toes to touch, knees open wide, and just hit a quick child's pose. Awesome, when you're ready, you can come forward and we'll meet in a tabletop position as we prepare to go into our next circuit. So from here, we'll come to tabletop and we're gonna go into our bird dog variations to start. So we'll start by kicking back the left leg, finding your balance here. Good, and then when you're ready, you'll extend the right arm forward. Now, if this is a challenge for you, you're gonna stay here. Otherwise, we'll take the arm out to the side and the leg out to the side. Good, and try to go somewhere you shake, somewhere where your balance is gonna be tested. Beautiful, and then we'll slowly bring it back. So bringing the arm back to center, bringing the leg back to center, lower the arm, lower the leg. Awesome, we'll switch sides. So extending the right leg, finding your balance, toes down, heel up towards the ceiling or the sky. Good, once you feel steady, inhale, reach that left arm straight forward. And then here we go. Bringing your left arm over towards the left and your right leg over towards the right. Try to keep those hips square. Again, go somewhere you shake, somewhere you're gonna be challenged. And then we'll slowly bring back the arm, bring back the leg, lower the arm, lower the leg. Beautiful. We'll do 2 more rounds on each side, just like that. So extending the left leg, extending the right arm. Good, right arm to the right, left leg to the left. Holding here. Good, bring the arm back, bring the leg back, lower the arm, lower the leg. Switching sides, right leg, left arm, holding here. Left arm out to the left, right leg over to the right. Good, go somewhere you shake. Bring back the arm, bring back the leg. Lower the arm, lower the leg. Beautiful, 1 more time each side. Left leg, right arm, holding here. Right arm to the right, left leg to the left. Good, bring back the arm, bring back the leg, lower the arm, and lower the leg. Good, go ahead and switch. Last time on that second side, right leg, left arm, find your balance. Good, left arm out to the side, right leg out to the side. Good, bring back the arm, bring back the leg, lower the arm, lower the leg. Beautiful, big toes to touch. Quick child's pose, sending your hips back towards your heels. Good, from here, we'll come to a tabletop position again, just as a transition to curl the toes under and send the hips up and back, coming into a downward dog. We're gonna move between a plank and a downward dog. So just taking a moment here, and then on your next inhale, you're gonna roll forward to a plank. Good, and then this time, as you send your hips back, you're gonna reach your left hand towards your right ankle. Good, come forward to your plank, and switch, right hand to left ankle. Good, and forward to your plank. A few more times. Left hand, right ankle, forward to plank. Right hand, left ankle, and forward to plank. Good, so just keep that going for about 20 more seconds, continuing to alternate here. Make sure you're breathing, maybe exhaling as you send the hips back and reach. Inhale to come forward. You have about 10 more seconds here. Good, let's go 2 more on each side. Good, last time each side. Awesome, when you're ready, when you're even, you're just gonna walk your hands back to your feet. Bend your knees, spinal roll to stand, head comes up last. Nicely done. Whew. We'll give the core and the upper body a little bit of a break. Coming back to center, and we'll work a little bit more on some standing balancing exercises. So from here, we're gonna do what's called a hip car. If you've ever taken belly bums and tums with me, you might have done this in that class. This can also be done on the mat, but today we're gonna be doing standing. So kind of like we did in our warm up, you're gonna shift your weight onto your right foot, left knee's gonna come up, I am mirroring you. We're gonna be moving through 3 positions. So this is position 1 with your knee right out in front, nice 90-degree angle. Position 2, it's gonna be knee out to this side, still keeping that 90-degree angle. Position 3, you're gonna be sending your heel back. And I'll show you what that looks like from the side. Again, so position 1, position 2, position 3. And then you'll just bring it back forward and repeat. We'll do about 30 seconds on each side, and we are gonna do both directions. We'll just stick with the same direction for now. So whenever you're ready, we're balancing on our right foot, left knee's gonna come up, and we're coming through those 3 positions. So 1, 2, and 3, good. And now if you need a little bit more support, you can always take your hand to a wall or to a shelf. I recommend finding a spot to focus on out in front if you're feeling a little bit unstable here. And then your standing leg is going to be working to stabilize here. So there's a lot going on, but just be patient with yourself, take your time. You're about halfway through. Good, keeping that 90-degree angle the whole time. Also being mindful not to lean back, especially, or lean forward, especially as you kick your knee back, or your heel back, excuse me. Good, we're almost there. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good, you can lower the leg, shake out that standing leg a little bit, and we'll switch sides. So now coming onto your left foot, right knee is gonna come up, finding your balance here, and then when you're ready, knee out to the side, and knee back. Here we go. This is also really good for hip mobility. Nice, again, finding that spot to focus on out in front. You might notice a difference between the 2 sides. It's pretty typical. Good, especially as you're kicking that knee back, making sure that you're not leaning forward, or your heel back, excuse me. Good, about 10 more seconds. Beautiful, last 3, 2, and 1, there it goes. You can shake it out a little bit. And we're just gonna switch sides and we'll do it the other way. So whenever you're ready, just shifting back onto your right foot, left knee is gonna come up, and now we're gonna go back first. So from here, you're just gonna send your heels straight back. Good, careful not to lean forward. Then we're gonna bring that knee out to the side. Good, and then to the front. You got it, here we go. To the back, to the side, and to the front. And again, maybe finding that spot to focus on. And I will say that keeping your core engaged is going to help you feel a little bit steadier. So keeping the abs tight, keeping the glutes tight on that standing leg. There's a lot going on here. Good, you have about 10 more seconds. Whew, last 3, 2, and 1, nicely done. Oh, you can lower that down and shake it out. We'll switch sides. So now onto your left foot, right knee's gonna come up. Same thing, to the back, to the side, and to the front. Here we go. Good, remember your options here, grabbing onto a wall or a shelf if you need to, finding that soft gaze out in front. You have about 10 more seconds. Good, last 3, 2, and 1. Excellent, you can shake it out a little bit. You might find it get more challenging the longer that we are holding. So just kind of keep that in mind. The legs might start to get a little fatigued. We're gonna be ending that little flow with a releve. So feet hip width apart, kind of like we did in our warm up, but we're gonna be holding just a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna throw in some optional challenges if you'd like them. So whenever you're ready, we'll use an exhale to raise to the balls of the feet. Good, now your goal is to hold for 30 seconds. If you need to, you can just stay here. It might feel good to take the arms up above the head, keeping the shoulders down away from your ears. Other option would be fingers to the tip of your nose, and you're gonna open and bring it back, and open and bring it back. Good, you might feel the ankles starting to shake a little bit. Remember to squeeze your core, keep those glutes tight. You have about 10 more seconds here. Whew, calves are burning a little bit. You have 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, you can lower down and shake it out. Good stuff, we're gonna go through that one more time. So go ahead and meet me at the back of your mat again. I'm gonna work our way down. We'll use a roll down to get there. So inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale, arms down, chin to chest, roll it down. Plant the hands, walk out, find the plank. Good, holding here for about 5 seconds or so. Just reconnecting with your core, belly button pulling in, tailbone tuck. Good, and then when you're ready, slowly drop the knees down. Beautiful, we're coming back to our bird dog. We're gonna cycle through that flow one more time. So starting with your left leg, right arm. Good, and then if you're ready, right arm to the right, left leg to the left, and bring it back. Good, so one movement at a time here. Switching sides, leg, arm, arm to the side, leg to the side. Good. Arm to the center, leg towards the center, lower the arm, lower the leg. So just continuing with that pattern. You can feel free to fall into your own natural rhythm here. Try to challenge yourself a little bit more each time, whether that's holding a little bit longer, or maybe reaching your arm a little bit further, maybe the leg a little bit further. maybe slowing things down. It's hard to go really slow. So maybe really taking your time here. We have about 20 more seconds here. You can do a few more on each side, depending on what pace you're going here. Last 10 seconds. Good, when you're even, you can go ahead and lower everything down. Beautiful, curl the toes under, send your hips up and back, downward dog. And we'll move between that plank and downward dog. Here we go, inhale to come forward. Exhale, hips up and back, we're reaching for the opposite ankle. Good, so using your breath, exhaling each time you send your hips up and back. Good, if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, you can hold that hand on your ankle or shin. So forcing ourselves to balance our upper body with just one hand here. Good, you have about 20 more seconds. And we're coming up on the last 10. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good, make sure you're even. And then when you're ready, you'll just walk your hands back to your feet. Bend your knees, spinal roll to stand, head comes up last. Good, nicely done. You can shake it out a little bit. And we'll go back into our hip cars. So starting again on your right foot, left knee's gonna come up. Here we go, out to the side, to the back, to the front. Good, keep that going. To the side, to the back, and to the front. Maybe finding that spot to focus on. Remember, keep your glute tight, keep your core tight. This is going to help you. If you've ever seen competitive cheerleaders, they balance on one hand. That is what they're doing. They're squeezing their core really, really, really tight. So just keeping that in mind here as you start to wobble, as you start to shake. Good, last round here. Awesome, when you're ready, you can just gently lower, shake it out, and we'll switch sides. Onto the left foot, right knee up. Here we go, out to the side, to the back, and to the front. Like I said, the legs are gonna start to feel a little bit more fatigued as we go on. And this is gonna be part of today's challenge a little bit, right? It's still stabilizing here, even in that fatigue and that shake and that discomfort. Good, remember your glutes, remember your core. Good, arm can just be out to the side. I'm not sure why I'm moving it like that. You could do that if you wanted to. Good, 10 more seconds here. Good, try to keep that spine straight. Last 3. And that's time. Good, you can lower down, shake it out a little bit, and we'll switch directions. So we're back onto that first side, lifting up your left knee. And now I'll show you from the side. You're gonna go straight to the back, to the side, and to the front. Here we go. Remember, keep your glutes tight, keep your abs tight. About 10 more seconds here. Last 3. And go ahead and finish off. Whew, that's time. You can shake it out. Excellent work. Last time on that second side. Here we go. Right knee up. And and then straight back, to the side, and to the front. Good. Again, make sure you're not leaning forward as you kick your leg back. It's sometimes our first instinct because we're trying to counterbalance, but rather than counterbalancing, think of stabilizing. So engaging your glutes, engaging your core, that's what's gonna keep you feeling steady here. Good, you're about halfway through. Excellent, you have about 10 more seconds. Good, starting to lose a little bit myself. Last 3, 2, and 1. Excellent, you can shake it out a little bit. And we'll end with our releve. So we'll start here in about 5 seconds. Whenever you're ready, using an exhale to lift to the balls of your feet. Again, option to hold here, arms up above the head. If you want even more of a challenge, we'll bring fingertips to the tip of the nose, and we'll reach with one, bring it back, reach with the other. Good, still focusing on keeping the glutes tight, keeping the abs tight. Good, you're about halfway through. Yeah, those ankles might be starting to go a little bit here. Keep stabilizing, you're doing great. Good, you have last 10. Last 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. Okay, come over down, shake it out, maybe grab a drink of water, and we'll meet up for our next circuit. All right, so we're moving on to our next circuit. We're gonna stay standing. We're gonna be going into our single leg toe touch. So I'll show you what this looks like really quick. And for today, we'll just focus on one side at a time. So we'll start on that left leg. From here, you're going to hinge forward. As you do that, you're going to send your right leg back and reach your right arm down for your toe. Now, a couple things to keep in mind here. We're not actually trying to reach the toe. If you can touch it, great, but if you can't, no worries. I'd rather you focus on hinging from the hips and keeping your back straight. So instead of here, we're more about here, okay? You're gonna lower until you feel your hamstring engage. Once you feel your hamstring engage, you're going to pull from your hamstring, squeeze your glute, and we'll bring the other knee out in front. So just so you can see it in one swoop, you're going to hinge, reach, pull through, and knee comes up, okay? And we'll do 30 seconds on each side. We'll start in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So hinging forward, kicking your leg back, keep your back straight. Don't let that hip roll open. Good, then you'll bring it forward, and knee lifts out in front. Here we go. So moving slow and with control. Try to keep your heel up towards the ceiling or the sky, and your toes pointed down towards the floor as you kick your leg back. Good, about 10 more seconds here. If you need a break, you can take it. Good, last little bit. Last 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Go ahead and finish your rep. Good. You can lower that down. Ooh, shake it out a little bit. And we'll switch sides. So now balancing on the right foot. There we go. Kicking the leg back. Hinging from the hips, allowing a soft bend in the knee on that standing leg. Good. And then you'll pull through and lift out in front. Here we go. Good, slow and control, you're about halfway through. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good, you can shake it out. Excellent work. From here, we're gonna go into our warrior 3 pose. So we'll go back to that first side. So same sort of movement, but now we're gonna be holding. So whenever you're ready, shifting your weight onto your left foot, we're gonna hinge from the hips, kick your right leg back, but this time, you're gonna take the arms out to the sides. Good, make sure your toes are pointed down, heels up, keeping a nice flat back, head in line with your spine. Good, just continuing to hold here. This is our halfway mark. Now you're going to come forward and bring that same knee out to the front, arms up above the head and holding here. Good, just a few more seconds. Excellent, you can slowly lower the leg and lower the arms. Good, we'll switch sides. So coming onto that right foot, here we go. You're going to hinge, kick that left leg back. Good, finding your warrior 3 pose, arms out by the sides, palms facing in, nice flat back. Good, that's halfway. You're just gonna bring that knee forward, arms up above the head and balance here. Good, just a few more seconds. Excellent work. You can lower the arms and lower the legs and shake it out. Good stuff. So last little variation for this little circuit, we're going to be doing something that's a little bit more complicated. You're going to be balancing on your left leg to start. Right knee is going to come out in front. Excuse me, let me flip that around. Now I'm mirroring you. And we're going to take the arms out to the sides, and we're going to make 2 goal posts, or 1 goal post, 2 90-degree angles. And from here, we're going to bring elbow to knee and back. Okay, so give you a moment, get the wiggles out here, find your spot to focus on, and then when you're ready, we're balancing on our left foot. Right knee is going to come up, arms out into a T, bend the elbows, palms facing forward, and here we go. So exhale, elbow to knee, inhale, opening back up to that starting position. Good, we're going to go for 30 seconds here. So moving slow and with control. Good, you're about halfway through. Crunching the abs each time we bring that elbow to knee. Good, a lot of balance here, you're doing great. Less than 10 seconds. Last 3, 2, and 1. Excellent, you can lower everything down. Whew. Shake it out a little bit, and we'll switch sides. So now balancing on your right foot, left knee is going to come up, arms into a T, bend at the elbows, palms facing forward, and here we go, elbow to knee, crunch. Good, inhale, open. Good, elbow to knee, crunch, and inhale, open. You're doing great. Good, make sure you're coming all the way back to standing tall, chest nice and open. About halfway through. Beautiful, 10 more seconds. Whew, last 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Oh, you can let that go. Nice job, and shake it out. Good stuff. We're going to do 1 more round of that. So we're going to go back to our toe touches. So whenever you're ready, coming onto your left foot, and here we go. We're going to reach down for the toes, send your leg back. Good. Come up to stand, back knee comes to the front. Beautiful. Keep that going. Nice, steady pace here. Remember to keep your back straight, abs tight. Good, when you kick your leg back, heel up, toes down. Beautiful, 10 more seconds. I told you that standing leg was gonna start to get a little fatigued. We're almost done. Last 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and finish. And release. Oh my goodness, and shake it out. Good stuff. We're gonna switch sides. So now balancing on your right foot. Here we go, hinging from the hips, left leg back, reaching for those toes, whoops, and then balance on front. And again, leg back, reach down, bring it forward, find your balance. About halfway through. Last 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. You can let that go and shake it out. Good stuff. We're gonna head on to that warrior pose now. So back onto the left leg, just like we did in our toe touch here. You're gonna hit from the hips, kick your leg back. Good. Find your balance, and then option to keep your arms out to the sides, or if you want a little bit more challenge, you'll bring the arms up above the head. Good, this is only if you can keep your back straight, toes down, heel up. Good, and then we're gonna come straight through that balance in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, back leg comes to the front, arms up above the head, and holding here. Good, just a few more seconds. And that's time. You can slowly release and shake it out. And we'll switch sides. So balancing on the right foot. Here we go. Left leg goes back. Warrior 3 pose. Again, option to keep your hands to the sides, or we're going to go arms up above the head. So reaching straight forward, back nice and straight, belly button pulling in. Good, just a few more seconds, then we're going to come through that balance. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Finding your balancing position. Back leg now to the front, arms up above the head. Last 3. Beautiful. When you're ready, you can lower the arms, lower the legs, and shake it out. Good stuff. All right, we just have that last elbow to knee position. So balancing back onto your left foot, right knee's gonna come up, arms out into your T, bend, making 2 90-degree angles. And here we go, exhale, elbow to knee, and inhale to open up. So moving slow and with control here, squeezing those obliques each time you bring your elbow to your knee. Whew, good, you're about halfway through. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good, you can release. That standing leg, right? Shake it out a little bit, and we'll switch sides. So now balancing on your right foot, left knee's gonna come up, arms out into a T. Good, bend at the elbows, and here we go. Exhale, elbow to knee, and inhale, open up. Good. Remember, slow and with control. Halfway through. Good, starting to lose it myself here. You're doing great, stay with it. Whew, last little bit. Last 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. You can release the legs, release the arms, shake it out. Grab some water if you need it, and we'll meet down on the mat for our last core circuit. All right, awesome work so far. So we're going to be moving on to our last little core circuit. So whenever you're ready, you can just lie down and knee on your back. Now, if you've done belly bumps and tumps with me, you might recognize some of these movements. We're going to be starting with a dead bug hold, and we'll do a few rounds. So on this first round, I'm going to invite you to do it with your hips supported. So we'll take the hands underneath the hips. Legs are going to come into a tabletop. Good, and then right away I want you to think of pushing your back into your mat and pulling your belly button in so the core is nice and tight. Good, from here you're just going to extend your right leg, hovering it off of the floor, and we're just going to hold here. Easier said than done, right? Good, if this is really, if this is easy for you or maybe not as challenging, I'm going to invite you to really focus on the lower abdominal portion. So pulling that belly button in, pushing your back into the floor for 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring that leg in. We're gonna go right to the other side. Kick that left leg out, hovering it off of the floor. Again, if this is not super challenging for you, I really want you to focus on getting your form down. So pushing your back into the floor, pulling the lower abdominals in. Good for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. You're just going to bring that left leg back in, and we'll do 2 more rounds. So from here, if you felt like that was doable and you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you're going to bring the arms out in front of the chest, okay? But only if you can keep that same position. As soon as your back starts to arch, I would like you to back off. So whenever you're ready, you're just going to extend that right leg, hovering it off of the floor, and hold. Yeah, so this is much more of a challenge here. Those legs are super heavy. Good, breathing through that shake for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, you can bring it back. We'll give you a moment this time. Maybe wiggle a little side to side. And when you're ready, arms up above the chest, legs to tabletop. Here we go. Left leg kicks out. Good, keep pulling that belly button in, pushing your back into the floor. Beautiful, breathing through that shake for 3, 2, and 1. Excellent, bring it back. Whew. I'll give you a moment here, and we will do 1 more time on each side. I'm going to give you 1 more optional challenge. It's a challenge, so just back off if you need to. It's all good. You can work your way up to this. So same thing, but then we're going to add on the opposite arm. So here we go, set it up, extend your right leg. Now extend that left arm back. Yes, I know, right? Good, keep pushing your back into the floor, pulling the belly button in for 3, 2, and 1. Excellent, bring it back to center. Gently rock side to side. Last time on the second side, you got it. Here we go. Starting position, left leg extends, optional, bring that right arm back. Good. Good, keep breathing through that shape. Last 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, bring everything in. You can gently rock a little side to side. Whew, excellent work. Go ahead and plant the feet down. Bring the feet to the outer edges of your mat and let your knees knock in towards each other. So just slowing everything down, letting the hip flexors relax, letting the back of the pelvis relax. Good, when you're ready, you can bring the legs back to center. We'll cross the left ankle over the right knee. Hands are going to come through. We'll take this into a figure 4 stretch. So keeping that top foot flexed as you actively press your knee away. And breathe here. Whenever you're ready, you can release the hands. Keep your legs the same. We're just going to take them off to the right, opening up the gaze over towards the left, coming into a twist. I'm just wringing that all out. Maybe getting an adjustment there. Awesome, when you're ready, you can unwind, uncross, and we'll switch sides. So right ankle over left knee, hands come through, figure 4 stretch, pulling your knee in, keeping that top foot flexed as you actively push your knee away. Good, when you're ready, you can release. Legs stay the same. We're going to drop them off to the left. Gaze opens up to the right, and breathe here. Awesome, when you're ready. ready, you can unwind and just roll over, making your way to a tabletop position. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. On an exhale, tucking the tailbone, rounding through your spine, bringing your chin to your chest. Inhale to untuck, let the belly hang, and open up through the chest. So just moving back and forth with your breath. Let's go one more cycle. Awesome. When you're ready, you can come back to tabletop. Curl the toes under, send your hips up and back. Walk your hands back to your feet. And we'll come into a forward fold. Knees bent, chest resting on your thighs, shoulders away from the ears. Relax your head, relax your neck. Just a couple more breaths here. And when you're ready, keeping the knees bent, we'll spine roll to stand. Here comes up last. Good, and we'll stretch the back of the legs just a little bit because we did do a lot of legs today. So we're going to kick the right foot forward, staying on the heel, toes are lifted. You can hinge from the hips, finding a nice flat back. If you need support here, bring your hands to your bent knee. And just take a couple breaths. Good, when you're ready, you can come up to stand, shake it out, and we'll switch sides. So kicking that left foot forward, hands come to the bent knee. Couple breaths here. Awesome, when you're ready, you can come to stand and shake that a little bit. Beautiful, and we'll close out with a few cleansing breaths. Here we go, so nice big inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale, open the mouth, let it go. And again, inhale to reach, filling up. Exhale, open the mouth, let it go. Beautiful. One more inhale to reach. And exhale, open the mouth. Let it go. Shake it out. Leave it all on your mat. Awesome work today. I know this was a little bit short and sweet, but lots of fun, challenging movements that we will continue to build on in these videos. As always, if you have any questions or any feedback, feel free to reach out. We look forward to seeing you in person or virtually soon. Take care. Bye now.